In this lesson, we'll learn how we can start to use MoText within Cinema 4D. So for this particular lesson, I'm just going to start with a blank scene so you can actually follow right along with me if you'd like. So within Cinema 4D, we actually have the option of making text through just a normal primitive. So we could use just a standard text spline here. Now what we also have is the ability to create a MoText object. Now earlier versions of Cinema 4D also just called this a text object. But with MoText, this actually provides us a lot more functionality and a lot more control than what we would have just simply using a basic text spline. So with a MoText, we can come in here and completely control the actual text itself. So let's say this is, and then I'll do a space, my text. There we are. And now I'll just go ahead and click anywhere out here, and that should go ahead and accept that. Okay, very nice. Now if I wanted to, we could actually come in and start to customize this using primarily effectors. So when it comes to working with effectors, you can see that we actually have several different areas where we can actually have this effect. So if we wanted to come in and let's say maybe have a random effector in here. So I'll drop in a random effector. You can see as I start to play this through, that looks like it's pretty much static, so let's come back to our random effector, give this something like a noise, and now you can see that it's moving all of the individual letters of my text. Alright, and that's because if we go into the actual letters tab of my MoText, you can see here's my random effector. Now, right now it's set to letters, which means, just like it describes, it's actually moving each individual letter. Now, what if we actually didn't want it to do that? What if we wanted it to maybe just move individual words as a whole? So what I could do is just take my random effector, remove it from my letters list, and instead maybe plug this into my words. So now as I start to play this through, you can see now it's randomizing and jittering each word, but the letters that make up that word still stay together. All right, likewise, we could come in and maybe just have the random effect applied to different lines. So now as I play this through, again you can see the text that's now on these two different lines is jittering and shaking, but the individual letters as well as the individual words on those lines don't jitter or move around at all. So again, lots and lots of control that we have within this. Now what's nice is the fact that we could actually come in and use multiple effectors to actually control this. So let's say for example that we wanted to use maybe another random effector. Now this random effector, let's again make sure that this is set to something like noise, so that way it can actually randomize. And maybe on this one, we maybe just give it a little bit of randomization in the rotation. So maybe just a little bit of shake there. There we are, and now in my MoText, go to my letters and make sure that this random 1 is applied. Might even go ahead and give that a new name. Maybe something like random rotate, so that way we can actually tell these two random effectors apart. So now in my letters for my MoText, we have random rotate. So now we have our one random effector that's shifting and jittering these lines, but we have a completely separate random effector that is now just rotating and kind of shifting the individual letters. So that's a look at how we can start to utilize MoText within Cinema 4D.